That was a solid win, bro. Solid, solid, solid win.
Kaminga's legs are like fucking tree trunks.
Solid win, bro. Jonathan Kaminga tonight. Leading scorer, 25 points, 10 rebounds. Leading rebounder, by the way. Leading rebounder tonight, Jonathan Kaminga. Leading rebounder tonight, Jonathan Kaminga. So 25, 10, and 4 is what JK gave us tonight.
The
Steph
apology
Curry,
better be as loud as the disrespect.
come on, bro.
The apology better be as loud as the disrespect.
This is, oh my God, bro. You already know what time it is. So we got Kaminga, 25, 10, 4. Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler got 20 points, 5, 5. But most importantly, Draymond Green, 28 minutes. Jimmy Butler, 31 minutes. Steph Curry, 31 minutes. Steph only had 16 points tonight. But I love it.
You love to see it. That's what you want.
Yeah. So Steph only having 16 on the first half of a back to back is amazing, right? We got Moses Moody tonight. This was Moody's best game, I feel, since coming back from injury. 20 points. He had 2 rebounds, assists, and a steal, and 2 blocks. They were flying around after that bad first quarter. I mean, literally flying around, bro. Especially in that third quarter. That third quarter, they really, really clamped up. And at halftime, I said, I'm going to watch to see how they come out in that third quarter. And one of these indicators, and again, I've been watching this team a long time, bro. Anytime I see them fly around like they do on defense, and then you see them have like a margin in that third quarter, the third quarter is like an indicator, you know? That's when you know the team is good. And you see them make that adjustment, and they made the defensive adjustment, and they started to confuse Memphis. Then the margin started, bro. That is what I'm talking about.
Number one of the Warriors, man. Two-way player, good passer, good rebounder, man. What a game from the young guys, though. Moody had
I'm gonna
20.
be honest with you. Like in terms of like all around stuff, I think that was JK's best game.
Yeah, yeah, no,
Hundred
definitely. He
percent.
scored, he
Like
rebounded, he passed, he played good defense. I think it was his probably his best all-around game that he's had with the Warriors ever.
just from a flat out all around standpoint, I feel like that's the best game that I've seen him play. And I was saying on playback, I was like, when he softens up the defense by passing the ball, making these decisions or whatever, you are going to
It's gonna
see
be
things
free
open up for him. Absolutely, bro. And that's exactly what happened.
because
He
I
start-
think on those last like couple of Steph pick and rolls with him, right?
yeah.
At first they try to come out the corner real, but then Kaminga realizes that, and they realize that he wants to pass the ball, so they started letting him dunk at the rim for free because they rather see him dunk than pass out the ball. And I think that is probably one of his biggest leaps when it comes to his game, right? That teams right now would rather let him score than make an extra pass because he's finding and he's actually looking to play make when he has the ball in his hands.
Nah, this is the vision, man. I mean, this is the type of player like when we made a trade or whatever, I was kind of looking at JK and I was like, if he can just round out his game, 20, bro, he was a player of the game tonight for me because when I tell you that this team, when I looked at them in the summer, I was like, bro, they are lacking athleticism, and when you have him and Moody out there was a lineup where they had like him and Moody, and I think Jimmy Butler was out there, and then you saw them. That lineup is the one that really, really disrupt things, right? And then I was just watching, I was like, all right, 24-24. So once I saw the 2 quarters under 25 points, and I kind of said that in the pregame, I was like, if they can have a couple of quarters in this game, that they're under 25 points, or that's that's going to be, because people were just running around the timeline saying that the defense was bad, and I was like, I don't think you can really count that Portland game. That Portland game, they just kind of let go of the rope. Second half of a back to back, you know, a part of their goal is that they're trying to stay healthy, right? So, first half of a back to back, Steph plays 30 minutes, Draymond 28, Jimmy 31, no Al Horford tonight. You know, Quentin Post actually had a pretty good game tonight. It might not have showed in the box score, but he had two blocks, right? So, and it was really where instead of him just throwing his hands up, he really timed those shot blocks tonight. He was actually disruptive at the rim. He made a few good plays at the rim. So really good job by the team tonight, man. I mean, total team basketball tonight. Glorious, you're gonna say something, Jan?
No, I was just gonna say I think in terms of you already said it, but in terms of his overall game, I think he's just improved literally everywhere. Even when
Hmm.
it comes to being like this help side defender, where he's looking out to make sure that if anybody gets beat, he's out there helping. And in times because in the last couple of minutes, I know we were up like 15, he had to take in that like Draymond role. He played it really well.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're already up 20, so or 15, whatever. But I saw him play well, where he's helping really well, where he's closing out for other people if they get beat. So again, just it's just amazing to see everything in his game improve and go a notch way above than I think what most people were expecting.
Did you see the play where Steph and JK was in a pick and roll, like JK came up to set the screen, and the minute I seen him jump up, I was in the playback and I was like, yo, slip, 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 bro. He slipped, right? And then I didn't even think he put the ball on the floor. Or maybe he had like one dribble and he
No,
dribbled and
he
then
picked it
went.
up,
Yeah.
took two steps, and it was unfortunately a charge, but
Bro, that's no charge,
immediately
bro. They
dunks
need
it
to
down to
stop
Will.
calling that bullshit, bro. That's no charge, man. I'm sorry. I hate that play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't
Because he
think it was a
makes the
charge either,
pass,
but
right? I don't think that's a charge because the guy just like slips. He just like slides in there, bro. And he's still moving. Like,
yeah,
that
and
is
I
not a
think
charge, bro.
especially when the person is looking, the intent is to pass, and the pass went through.
Yeah.
I don't think that should be a charge. It was not like, oh, he's about to bully to the paint, and then you step in and you get the
I
charge.
hate
Nah,
that dive and crash bullshit,
yeah,
bro. They
and especially with added to it that J.K. did not take like he didn't dribble the ball. He just picked it
yeah.
up, took two steps, got it. It was a little
Bro,
unfortunate.
that you know how many guys in the league can't make that pass? Right? Like I see so many guys get the ball like that. They trap and then the defense is supposed to rotate, right? And you know how many guys don't make the right play right there? And you saw Will just diving out the corner and unfortunately he didn't get the assist, but all in all, I mean, talk about like just a flat out all around game, right? So when you look at a kid and he has 25 and 10 and 4 and he's just kind of filling up the box score. Tonight he shot what, 9 of 14? By the way, he's shooting over 50% this year. So there are going to be nights like this where he's just going to literally walk into 25 because they're so and Steph has just shot out the gates basically. So what teams are going to do is that they're just going to give a lot of attention to Steph. So you play off of Steph, you are going to get nights. And I hope he realizes like sometimes you don't even got to force it, man. Like they're going to just focus on Steph. So there are just going to be opportunities where you're just going to walk into 25. Bro, you're going to sleepwalk into
Honestly,
25.
I think what should be run a little bit more. I'm gonna say specific towards end games. Let's
Yeah.
say tomorrow we play the Clippers and it's a really close game. When Horford is on the court, I think we should look at that Jonathan Kaminga and Steph PNR a lot more because I swear whenever they run it, somebody always gets open. If it's
Oh
Jonathan
my God,
Kaminga,
bro. It's
if it's
diabolical.
Steph, if it's somebody in the corner, somebody always gets open. The in the Lakers game, Steph sends it's either one of them. They run the inverted PNR. He gets
Yeah.
Will Richard on him. Will Richard can't deal with Jonathan Kaminga. Aiden has to help. He dots Horford. Horford puts it up for the easiest lay of the game. Whenever
You
they
know why
run,
their pick and roll is diabolical?
because
They're
Jonathan Kaminga can finish and he can make a read.
yeah. So if so, what the so okay for Draymond, right? When Draymond is involved in a pick and roll, what they're going to do with Draymond in that pick and roll is that more times than not, they're going to make that they're going to play him for the pass, right? And don't get me wrong, he's made a career of making that instantaneous read, right? But it's not all the time he looks to finish. Jonathan Kaminga, like his first instinct is to finish, and the defense knows that. So they're they're going to just creep over to try to stop him from going to the rim. And the minute he does that, he can just slip in for a pass. You know what I'm saying? So
It's kind of the same
th-
thing with when we just got Jimmy Butler and teams couldn't really stop the Steph and Jimmy shit
yeah,
because Jimmy would do what Draymond did, where he would make the pass instantly, but he also had to finish into his game. And I think that's what we Warriors fans have been begging for a while now, is that we run the pick and roll. Well, because Draymond is on the court, you're gonna have him in the pick and roll. But when we do run the pick and roll, we run it with somebody who can make a pass and finish. And Jimmy and Kaminga can do both.
hey, Austin Reeves shot 21 free throws last night. He's up to 14. I mean, okay, all right. He's like that, man. Yeah, sure. He's like that. So you're telling me 2 nights in a row combined, he has 35 free throws? Come on, bro.
Urkel,
Wait, but
I
did
think my
but did you
biggest thing
catch
Give
the
me a
with
comment?
fucking break, bro.
go
Huh?
ahead.
Wait, but the commentators definitely threw shade at him during the broadcast.
They did?
Threw shade at him and Luca. You didn't hear that? They were when they were reviewing the charge on Cam Spencer. They were like,
Yeah,
"I'm
yeah,
not really
yeah.
sure." They're like, "I'm not really sure how you foul somebody. Like, how do you just foul somebody without barely touching them?" They're like, "Well, if they're Austin or Luca." It's like, yeah, I didn't have to do that.
Unbelievable.
But Urkel, you see, my biggest thing with Austin is that I look at some of the plays. I'm like, okay, these are smart veteran moves that gets him these calls. But my thing is that Austin has never made an All Star team, and the calls they give him, where I think, okay, yeah, I can see that being a foul. I watch other superstars not get them, and that's the problem. So while I watch, okay, well,
Listen,
it's not bad.
let me tell you what it is, bro. It's real simple. It and I've been watching the Lakers for years. The last 3 years, right?
The
And
Mafia.
let me tell you something, bro. When it happened at the end of that Boston game where Braun was tantruming like a 2 year old, right?
He's a
After
freak.
that,
Two chains.
after that, it went diabolical, absolutely diabolical, right? And it turned into a 3 year span of the Lakers going to the free throw line. And it's not say, okay, they just get free throws. That's not what it is. But they don't foul apparently, right? So that's what the free throw differential is. They don't get calls called against them, right? So Luca and Bron is out. So guess what's going to happen? Free throws are going to get ramped up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad they're going to lose, right? But I mean, come on, bro. So now he has 41, 14 free throws. He's like that. That's a joke, bro. Meanwhile, you got our guys out there and we can't even fucking buy a call. You know what I'm saying? Like Steph is out there getting grabbed and all types of shit and no free throws. It's gross, man. But it's all good. Because what's going to happen is that we're going to get to the playoffs and they're going to expect calls and it's not going to happen. But it's fine. Jimmy had 8 free throws tonight. JK had 8. Moody had 3. So we shot what, 30 free throws? That's not bad. Memphis shot 28. They had 28 free throws. We had 30, right? Having a free throw differential of 46 versus 18 and all that nonsense. Come on, bro.
I think one of my things to know that I think Jonathan Kaminga is going to be a better shooter for the season
Yeah.
is, and I think is you something that you always say. Look at how well they shoot free throws, and I know it's like what we're 4 games in, but these are back to back games where he's only missed one free throw, and then even when he was taking lot of free throws, I think he only missed like 2 or 3. So he
It's
was
like
showing
Bro,
up 8
noticeably
tonight.
different. He just looks
bro.
relaxed and comfortable and settled, and you can
Okay,
tell.
last season he was playing for a contract, right? you're in a contract year, you get hurt and you start, right? Like, I don't think they gave him a fair shake, right? And it's almost like I watched a thing last year where the fan base, Jimmy Butler got here and the fan base turned on him. I was like, well, why the fuck are you turning on him? I mean, bro, you need him. We have a shitload of guards. We have just so many guards on this team that, and guys like Kaminga. I'm sorry, but y- we are lucky that things kind of, you know, went the way that it did, right? But next summer, you're gonna have to pay him, right? Like, you see games like this 25, 10, 4, you're gonna have to pay him because one, we're gonna win the title, right? That's the first thing. And two, he's 6'8" and he's dynamic, right? So you're going to have to pay him. All summer long, I was just looking at the timeline and I was just watching people just bashing him. I was like, do you know how talented he is? Like, he's super, super talented. And people were like isolating plays, and when he was trying to make something happen, they were like, well, he should have passed right there. And this, bro, all of the stuff that people were saying was easy adjustments, right? Like, it's easy adjustments, being on the court, not getting yanked after you do something. You're trying to make something and you get yanked. Like, not doing that, bro. And that's been happening for like 3 years,
Hey,
4 years, whatever.
real quick, update in
Yeah.
LA 122-105 Blazers, 26 seconds left, fourth quarter.
Yeah. Take that out.
Yeah, I
Nice.
don't know. Jimmy Butler kind of changed my life. Not because of what he's done, like coming to the team, which is like also great, but the mentorship of JK was neat.
Yeah.
And it's a
I'm not
beautiful like unfolding. I
Shawnee.
love it.
Do
Yeah.
you know what I wasn't trying to hear, man? I wasn't trying to hear that Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler can't play with Jonathan Kaminga. That was horseshit.
Yeah,
That's
and
almost
he's
like a disrespect to Steph Curry, especially Steph. Like, anybody can play with Steph, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody can play with Steph.
the Rockets can put just a million athletes on the floor and just like make it work. We can put JK and Jimmy on the floor and make it work. Like, it's not hard. You
I
just
don't I
play
don't even
smart
I don't even know what
basketball.
people were seeing, bro. They were just blind. Like, it's just the buffoonery talk that I was hearing was diabolical. I'm not even gonna like harp on it too much, but I'm still not gonna forget how people were talking. Because the people, it had nothing to do with anything but opportunity. What you're seeing with Jonathan Kaminga, yes, I get people think he took a leap. I personally don't even think he took a leap. He just got opportunity and he got a
That's
definitive
it.
role. That is it.
Nah,
He's
I
always
do
been
think he
this
took a
good.
leap.
He's always
I
I,
been
do
this
I
think he
good.
think
took a
it's
leap.
I think it's more the
No,
definitive role. I think the
it's a
talent's been there,
definitive
but now
role.
he
Believe me,
knows what
Shawnee.
he's
Believe me,
supposed to do
Shawnee.
on the
It's a
floor.
definitive role. He has a definitive
I'm
role.
Oh yeah, of
He's
course.
but
never
shout
in a
out.
Because he was
role
I can
asking
say
this
on
that
the
whole
about
floor.
time.
what he's doing defensively and maybe what he's doing scoring wise. But bro, the playmaking, that's a leap.
He's
That
always
is a
had
leap.
it though, man.
That
He's
and
never
you know
got
what
to
he
play
talked
with
about in
Steph.
the offseason. One
He's
of the
never got to
interviews
play
I
with
saw,
Steph.
he said that he
Every
watched a
time
lot
he
of film, and I
starts,
think
every
that
time he
mattered.
started, every time he started, he wasn't playing with Steph. It was when Steph was out or
Yeah,
Draymond was out.
Yeah,
He
that's
never
fine. But the
he
but
never
not
had
even
the
that.
playmaking in
opportunity.
general,
Hold on, the playmaking back has been there, but it's the timeliness of it. Like he'd have the read for the pass, and the timing would be a little bit off. But he
that's
has the
still a
skill
leap.
to
Okay,
make the pass. So
let me
it's
give you guys a
tightened.
little quiz. Do you guys know how old Will Richard is?
24,
22 years
Yeah,
old.
23.
Do you know Jonathan Kaminga turned 23 years old 2 weeks ago?
yeah.
He's
So
still, I
this is
hate to
what
be
I'm
the
saying.
hater
Yeah, you
here.
guys
I
see,
also love Will
yeah, you
Richard.
guys see players on other teams that are 21 and they're flourishing and they're doing all that. But you bring those same players on the Warriors where the scrutiny is to the roof and people are going to have the same scrutiny for him. At the end of the day, we have a team that has no athletes. Finally, Jonathan Kaminga is getting the opportunity, and in the NBA, in order to win a championship, you need athletes. And if Jimmy Butler and Stephen Curry and Draymond Green, with their veteran leadership, aren't fitting with Jonathan Kaminga, that's not on Jonathan Kaminga. That's on those guys. So this is how I knew that was bullshit because Steph is the GOAT. And there's no way that Jonathan Kaminga and Steph can't play with each other when you're watching it. Then they're talking about spacing. What spacing? Steph is the spacing. He's always been the spacing. Was Sean Livingston giving us spacing? Was David West giving us spacing? Was Spates giving us spacing? It's always been fuckery. At the end of the day, we have an athlete, we have a team, we're winning the title. I don't want to hear shit. That's it. We're Gucci. But I'm still not gonna forget the goofies on the timeline that were talking crazy. They still have to come up here and talk to me.
I've been a day one JK truther. I feel very vindicated this season. Um, I still can't believe like the team's not even fully healthy yet. I'm very curious to see what happens when like Melton can play and when Seth comes back in a couple weeks. Curious.
I think we need to be honest, though. I mean, I think it's a little bit of nuance because I think people wanted the best for J.K., but it's not just opportunity when your free throw percentage goes up 7 points and you're rebounding three more rebounds per game. Like that's not opportunity. He's going to get it. He's going on the glass. He's making more pocket passes. That's not
Yeah,
just
that's what I was
opportunity.
saying. Like,
He's seeing the floor
I
better,
mean,
and we
playing
and we want
six
that.
more minutes.
We want
I'm
that. Yes,
well
he's
playing
getting
what?
6 more minutes a game, but
No,
those
no, no. Sorry, no, no,
rebounds.
no, no. Not 6 more minutes. He's playing nine
9
more
more minutes.
minutes.
What?
Yes, but those nine
again,
more minutes,
Like,
I
you understand,
understand it,
he's
but
getting the
I
more
really
minutes.
do think
He's getting them.
there's a leap. There's a leap.
He's getting more minutes because
bro,
what
what
he's doing in
leap?
earlier
What
quarters.
I
leap?
He's
You're playing
the
with Steph
again
Curry. Obviously, your plus
the
minus is going to
passing
be different when you're
and the
not playing with
rebounding
Steph
leap.
Curry.
like
The,
he's on the post and he's making that
I
pass into the
understand
lane that
that
he
shadow,
wasn't
but you
doing that. He
can
wasn't doing that last season,
You
okay,
guys
like
and
is
he's
crazy.
making
again
75% of his
again
free
for
throws
me,
right now.
I
right?
don't really think there
For
was
me,
anything. It has nothing to
Making a
do with
leap is
Philippe
shooting
because
45%
Kaminga is
from
very
three.
talented.
no,
Making a
that's
leap
That's
not
is
making
making
a
a
making a
leap.
leap.
A
leap
leap
is
doesn't always
making a
have
leap
to
for
be
J.K.
50
Making
steps, bro.
making
A
a
leap
leap for
What
can
for
be
J.K.
10.
JK?
Making a leap for
Bro, did
J.K.
we not watch
I
this
think
guy break
Kaminga is
records
just
and go
understanding the
when
game better.
Mans was hurt, go 7, 8, 9 games scoring 25? Scoring 25 ain't
Yes.
nothing. I've
Shadow,
But
always
we're
said
not
Shadow,
that he
talking
can
in
about
play.
his
game,
scoring,
Shadow,
shadow.
in
Nobody
game
talked
one of
about
the
his scoring.
season,
Brother,
and he
the
Everybody
had the
man
first.
went from
everybody
high
thinks that he could
school.
have done that.
Hold on. He went from Africa to high school to the G League, and that's it. He never had and the G League, basically in the time when the G League was shortened, it was an off schedule. You weren't getting development. You could only practice a certain amount. So we never got the development. So we had to go on the fly and learn things. He is 22 years old,
Yeah.
basically
You know,
23
we
years old.
understand this.
He's
We understand
literally
that he's
four
developing.
So
months
but
older
Shadow,
than
we understand he's developing, but what you can't do is say that
90% of all those
we're
guys
seeing
who.
something now that we didn't see before. You can't say that he was doing
exactly,
this
that's what I
last
think
year.
it
What do
is
you
too.
That's the
mean we
point.
didn't see
He
That
it
needed to
before? When did
develop.
we
but
not
that's
see
what
it?
it is. Like, okay,
It's
right?
tough to also make judgment off of the first
The man's
couple
over there
games and
playing
say
with
it's
fucking Guy
completely different.
Santos and shit. What are you talking about?
Okay,
We
but
understand
Shadow,
that
that is
we understand that he has
understandable.
room to
But you
grow,
can't say that
but
he
you can't.
didn't make a leap, and this is who he was all the time.
Thank
He's
you.
I
always like
can't
this. He
agree
just
with
Thank
got
you.
you.
he just got
When
I,
it
natural
I
He
age
matters
can't.
with the
literally
and
I
team,
can't. I
subconscious.
and
can't. I
he
when
can't.
it
literally
was
had the
bad.
This
first
and
game
then
of
he
his
got
Disagree, but I
career.
confidence
can't.
because the
Look,
coach finally believed in him. Simple.
you
Yes,
Because
know,
I
he
understand
had
that,
the
but you
talent.
cannot tell me this was Jonathan Kaminga the entire time.
Man,
No,
he had his
some of you
first
guys need
I
to
10
say
can't hear
my
that.
he had
bad,
his
man.
first
My
10
bad, man.
rebound three
What do you
Year
mean, my
five
bad?
and he still hasn't got it. You'll never get it.
I have been with the brother and him having shots the entire time. All my
Hold
teams
on,
have
hold
been
on, hold on,
him
hold
having
on.
shots.
Glorious, 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 glorious. Do you know that he's played 261 NBA games? Sorry, 262. And he shot near 51% for his career. Right?
Yes,
So there is some stuff there, bro. Like you,
there's
as an NBA player, you don't just shoot 50%.
Wait,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You
I
don't
but
know,
I
but
shoot
feel
I
like
know,
wait,
55.
hold on.
I,
I
and
feel
I
like
also
you're
know
like
out of
the
taking a
other
opposite
leagues
leap.
of his
affects him
class, he
Wait,
has the
but
because there's
least amount of
always been
minutes.
there's
As
I
a
there's
know
always
post
that
been
he
player,
something
taking a leap
there,
is not a negative thing.
a
Like
and
post
exactly.
player
you can
We're
would
saying
always
also
it's
grow
have
like
in
and
it's
your
a
there
negative
game.
opportunities
thing.
though.
and there's always been something there with him. We're never gonna say there's nothing
Exactly.
there with him. But he had a 10 rebound 3-3 game this year, the first time in his career. This year, 10 rebounds and three threes.
I don't
He's
know how
never
you
had
can
that in
get
his
10
career.
rebounds when you're playing less than 30 minutes, bro. It's
No,
like,
You absolutely
his
listen,
can.
rebound
You
rate
absolutely
go.
can
is
because
way
Steven
higher.
Adams can. Come on,
No, no,
Hold
no.
on, hold
You
on for
he
a
need
can.
30
second.
minutes in a
Hold on,
game.
hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. 1 second. Let me land. What position is Jonathan Kaminga playing right now?
Small forward.
When have you ever seen Jonathan Kaminga play the small forward on this team?
He's not at the small forward.
I mean,
What
power
position is
forward.
Steve Kerr playing? If everybody just is such know-it-alls, what position has Jonathan Kaminga been playing
He
with
always
Steve
played
Kerr?
the four.
He always played the four,
Always played the
What do you
four.
think his natural position is?
the three,
The three.
Three.
So where do you think he's gonna look better when he's playing and comfortable in his natural
the
position?
three. Again,
That's it right there, bro.
again. Shadow, if you listen to what I'm saying, the 25 points, I'm not impressed about the 25 points because I think that's always been him. The defense, I'm not impressed by the defense because I think that's always been him. But for you to say that, oh man, no, the passing, he's just always had that. He's just, the minutes that he got was just not, no. The
No,
passes are smarter, they're quicker, and they're more on target. They're in people's shooting pockets.
they're faster.
I
Yes,
watch
they're
him in the game
faster.
before in the Blazers game. That buddy heals so graciously. He didn't even realize he got the ball. You cannot tell me, oh,
The amount
Jonathan
of
Kaminga
times
had
he's
that
driven
all the
into the middle of
time.
the lane and passed out to a 3-pointer,
Bro,
Yeah, you
the
can't
man
the
tell me
had
amount of
that.
times
this.
he's doing
Hold
that
on, hold
now,
on, hold on.
he
Hold
was not
on,
doing
hold
that
on, hold
last
on, hold
year.
on. He had this in his game the entire time. I was watching it the entire time, right? But if he did one little thing,
He
right?
gets
If he
pulled.
missed a rotation, Steve would just yank him. You know what I'm saying? Bro,
I don't think we're going to be
I've
a
played
very good
fucking
team if
sports
Jonathan
before, bro.
Kaminga plays over 30 minutes. We're not going to win games.
I was like, come on, bro.
He,
It's like,
he's
what the
also
hell are we
tough. He
doing?
takes